Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Life with the Hoods. And if you're new here, my name is Nina. I am the mom, and today I'm going to take you on a journey of upgrading my kitchen. And as you can see, my cabinets are terrible. They have been through the ringer over the years, and I'm just sick and tired of looking at it. And I'm like, you know what? I want to do something different. So I did some research to find out what I could do without paying like an arm and leg to get them replaced. And I thought about, painting them. Look at it. Look at all this grease. Ugh. So I found this paint called Beyond Paint that basically cuts the prep time in half to paint your kitchen cabinet. So come along with me as you see what I do. First things first, you have to degrease your cabinets, and the Beyond Paint recommended using this simple green cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and start by cleaning my cabinets. But before I start taking all the doors down, the first thing you really need to do is go ahead and label your cabinets. To do that, you're just going to get some painter's tape and a Sharpie and do whatever numbering system you choose or numbering letter. But just make sure whatever you put on the tape on the inside, you put that same matching tape on the door. So that way you will know where each door goes. Trust me, you do not just want to take all these doors down and without some type of labeling system. You will be forever trying to figure out what door go where. Next, I started to go ahead and take all my doors and drawers down. Well, on the section that I'm working in. Since I have limited space, our garage is packed. That's going to be another project this year. I'm working with a limited space, so I'm going to start off by doing each section. So I'm just removing the drawers and the doors. I did not remove my hinges off the doors. I just painted around them. I am a person that try to, get stuff done on some shortcuts, but I'm going to go ahead and clean the entire face front again. I had already did a deep cleaning of these cabinets in a recent live, but I'm just, going to go ahead and do it again now that the doors are off, because there were some areas that I just couldn't get to. And I think, because the paint, said use a simple green painting, cleaning system before you paint, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And of course, I had my helper Harley here. He, wanted to get in on help setting up the painting area that we're going to be using to paint or whatever. And so I just got these little painting squares off Amazon, those little yellow things. And what Harley is doing, he's removing the knobs, and I'm gonna soak them to get like a lot of that grease off, because I do not plan on replacing them. I just plan on cleaning them up real good using the same thing I already have. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and start taping off. That taping, listen, somebody taping, their prep work was just getting on my nerve, y'all. Like, I was trying my best. I'm like, let me just tape as much as I could. But for whatever reason, I just cannot tape down a straight line. Like, it was the hardest thing ever, but I got it done. So here's the paint that I found. It is called Beyond Paint, and I'm going to link it in my description box. I got it in the soft gray color. I really, really love it. This is supposed to cut down the time into doing this. Like, mostly you would have to take your cabinets down, sand it, paint, sand again, clean it up. And this Beyond Paint, it adheres to any surface, and you just start painting. So I'm going to try it out today and see how it goes. right, y'all. Here we go. Let's pray it turned out good. Ooh. Okay.
Come on, Mom. Told you. Now we done. Just gotta turn
No turning back.
You gotta match the wall.
Well, we're gonna paint the wall.
Especially that silver.
Okay, so I painted 2 doors, just one half of it, and I painted this cabinet here and one at the bottom, just half of it. I'm trusting the process. It's only 1 coat. I keep saying, let me trust the process, because I'm about ready to freak out already. But I'm gonna trust the process, let it dry for 2 hours. I'm gonna come back, put on the second coat, and see how it looks. Now, to stay organized, the screws that came out of the doors, I went ahead and put in a Ziploc bag and labeled it. And the other bag was for the screws that came with the knobs from the for the handles. Also, I went ahead and soaked the doorknobs in some really hot water, a little Dawn dish detergent, and some vinegar. I let it sit on there for several hours because they haven't been cleaned in Lord knows when. So I just put them in a bucket and just let them soak to get that film off. So now that my husband came home, he decided he's going to come in and help. So he went ahead and got the second set of doors off, and I went ahead and cleaned this area again, going in with the recommended simple green cleaner. I will also link this in my description as well if you guys want to pick some of this up. And it smelled really, really good. And it got the cabinets like really clean and shiny. So I definitely think I'm going to add this to my everyday degreaser collection myself. So I'm still waiting to go ahead and add that second coating. They do recommend to wait between 2 to 4 hours. And in the beginning, I was waiting 2 hours. So I was like, let me just go ahead and start taping down the other side because, me and this straight line taping does not get along. So just give me time to go ahead and start prepping. And I was like really nervous at first, like, watching it dry. It was looking really, really weird. It really was because there's like a leveling in that paint. It's a sealer, it's a primer, it's all in one. So when it's drying, it actually like levels itself out and it started looking weird where you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know. And of course it's like drying a different color. So but I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and move on to the next step. And Beyond Paint also recommend that you use a 3/8 microfiber roller, and that is exactly what I'm doing. And when I use that brush, I am using a chip brush just to get in some of the crevices because I can't get the roller in there. Now we're on day 2, and since I do have a limited space again, I am working on the next set of boards that was clean and dry from the cleaning. Remember, I did not take my hinges off, so you will be seeing me paint around those as much as possible. This is during the week, so I kind of got up early in the morning before I got the kids off to school for the first coat, and because I am a working mom and my kids are active in basketball and all that stuff, once I got off, I would probably go ahead and put that second coat on, then we would head out the door and head to practice. Doing this project, because I, was completing it during the week, I did do the time blocking system to where I would, have an hour or two set aside to go ahead and do 1 or 2 coats for that day. And I can say doing the time blocking method really helped me with this project. It really did. Now, here we are on day 3, and this side, when I tell y'all these cabinets here, there could have been 4 or 5 layers of thick grease on them. I did not initially clean these during my last live video, and if you guys did not see that, I will link it in the video. But I'm going to go ahead and take these off, and I am going to have to do a deep scrub. Like, you see those knobs? They're covered in grease. And of course, when I started labeling the first go around, I did not do this side. Why? I don't know. I think I was just so anxious to go ahead and start that I forgot to go ahead and label. So I was like, let me stop and go ahead and get the labeling before I take the rest of these doors down. So that's what I did, and I had to put on gloves because the daggone knobs were so sticky with built up grease. So I know I'm gonna have to go to town on this side when it comes to cleaning it. Now it's time for me to go ahead and clean those boards. And they were look, can y'all see that the rag was kind of sticking to it? That's how bad it was. So what I decided to do to kind of get that first few layers of grease off, I said, let me try to spray some awesome spray on there, because I know this is a heavy degreaser and it will get the job done. So first I went in with the awesome on this side of the cabinets because they will have the years of dust and grease built up on it. And I got in with a grout brush and I was just scrubbing. Y'all, I had to clean these 3 times. That's how bad it was. And once I kind of got that original layer off with the awesome, that's when I went in with the simple green a few times to kind of get that awesome, spray off there, because I want to do exactly what the paint recommended by using the simple green. So I am going to town on these with some really, really hot water, that simple green, and y'all, that simple green smells so good. I was really shocked. I was like, oh, this actually smells good. So I was going in and I had to kind of like wait quite some time to let those dry because I had to scrub them so many times. Also, I had to get a putty knife and scrape off like some stickers. There's like some certified cabinet stickers on there. I scraped those off along with the little like I guess they were kind of like softeners that was on the cabinet. Some of them was just like they were gone because every time the kids would close the cabinets, it would bump, bump, bump. But it was like the little sticky residue was still on there. So I just got a putty knife and went ahead and, scrape all those stickers off and sticker residue and did a really, deep cleaning on it. Now, during the time of the painting, we did, because we had to work in sections. Um, Once, certain parts was dry, we would go ahead and put the doors on and along with the knobs. And we bought these little gel softeners. So you could just, they're just like a little stick on sticker. And when I say they work, y'all, like I was originally looking into changing out my hand just for like some soft clothes, but I was like, yeah, but I got time for that. We're trying to do this on a really small budget. And those gel little stoppers, I was like, oh, I saw good reviews on it. And so when I bought, got them, I put them on. I'm like, oh my God, like they're not making that bump noise. I don't even need the soft close hinges. Like these little bumpers work. So Dad and Harley are coming in, helping to make sure that, the doors are going on properly, that they're aligned and they're closing correctly and they're level. That's very important that, you make sure that they're leveled and that they're closing properly when you're adjusting them. And of course, Harley had to get in with the drill. My son, he is so obsessed with building stuff, making stuff. He's very creative. And, we was like, sure, son, you want to come in and help? By all means. So he got in and, helping Dad out. So, I let him do it any chance he get. When I took the doors off, everything in here looking crazy. But I got committed. I got to finish it. Now here I am scrubbing those knobs that were from the side where the stove was, because those had that caked up years worth of grease on there. So I'm just cleaning those, setting them out to dry, air dry, um, before they get reattached. Now we have one side complete, and I must say, y'all, I am loving it. Like, it looks so good, and I'm so surprised. Like, I love it. Now that half the kitchen is done, y'all, I am so excited. I've already started picking out paint colors. I'm trying to figure out what color I should do. Comment below what you guys think I should paint the kitchen. Like, I gotta figure something out because that's gonna be the next video. So comment below what color you guys think I should do. I also plan on resurfacing the counters. I do not plan on replacing them right now. That's kind of not in the budget. So be prepared for that video also. Now, here is what the kitchen originally looked like before. And just to remind you all, hate my countertops, hate the entire kitchen, definitely hate the cabinets. And this is after they were clean, where the one side was clean. Hate it, hate it, hate it all. I just can't stand it and just needed something different. So this is just a reminder. And after being quoted over $18,000 to redo this kitchen, I said absolutely not. I got to figure out something else. And that's when I found Beyond Paint. And this is the final look. Y'all, I love, love, love this. Like, I highly recommend, if there's someone out there who want to, refresh their kitchen for under $100, Beyond Paint is the way to go. It saved me so much time. You guys literally just saw all I did was clean the cabinets and start painting them. I am so happy. People who have came over and saw it, was like, oh my God, who did your cabinets? They thought I had got it done professionally. Nope, just me. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can see what we do next in this kitchen. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.